Hey everybody, it's Ashley again, and today I'm going to be bringing you, as you can tell, my daily foundation and face routine. So I already have my eyes done, but I don't have anything on my face right now, so I'm just going to be showing you what I do on a daily basis, and especially for the warmer months. So just keep watching if you want to see my foundation routine. Okay, so let's get started. First, I am going to put on a little bit of some kind of moisturizer because I tend to get a little bit dry on my nose and on my forehead whenever I've been using like foundation and stuff often. So today I'm just going to use my little Pur-lisse Daily Moisturizer, and this has an SPF of 30 as well. Just dab it on my nose and on my forehead and just kind of work it in with my fingers. Especially my nose gets kind of dry, but mostly just this area right here. Okay, so I also like to use my X Out Shine Control, and I kind of use this as a primer. So if my entire face is not dry at all, I use this everywhere. But today I'm mostly just going to be using it on my chin, and then a little bit in the same areas that I put the moisturizer, which I know seems weird. The foundation that I use differs on the months, of course, but right now I am using, I'm using the Covergirl Natureluxe just because it's getting warmer, and this is a lot like lesser coverage, I guess. It doesn't have quite as much coverage as, say, my Revlon Photo Ready does. This has more of a medium coverage, heavier if you want it to be. But yeah, so I use this, and this has an SPF of 10, so that's nice too. So my face has pretty much dried for the most part, so we're going to go ahead and put this on. The way that I do this is I bring out a little bit onto my finger, about that much, and I just kind of dot this onto my face until it's all off my finger, and then I'm going to use my Sigma F82, I think this is, the round top kabuki. It looks like this, and I'm just going to work that into my skin. As you can tell, as I'm like rubbing it in, I'm also doing little circles at the same time to kind of buff it into my skin and help it give more of an airbrushed look. And this brush is especially good for getting around like my eyes, my nose, and my chin, all that kind of stuff, since it's more rounded than flat top brushes. So I absolutely love this brush. Okay, so I'm pretty much done with my foundation now. So I'm going to move on to concealer. The concealer that I'm using right now and I love is my SheerCover concealer. This is in light medium, and it looks like this. So I take the lighter color and I put that underneath my eyes, so I'll just kind of like pat it under here and then just pat it in to work it into my skin. Just like really little pats. I try not to really pull my eye too much. Okay, so that is my eyes after they've been concealed. Then I will take the darker color and just kind of dot that onto any blemishes. Okay, so my face is pretty much concealed. Sometimes I'll go over with the brush that I use for foundation, just kind of on top of the areas that I concealed to make sure that they blend in flawlessly with my foundation. And then I'm going to take my MAC MSF Natural in Medium Dark, and this is the Mineralized Skin Finish, and it looks like this. And I just use some kind of fluffy brush. I'm going to be using my e.l.f. Complexion Brush for this, and so I just kind of pat some on there, and this is just to set all of the foundation and concealer that I've put on. So I just kind of pat it or rub it on everywhere. Okay, and that is just to hopefully set my foundation and makeup. Now, I do not normally work in this order. Normally, I've done my face, and so then I'll move on to my eyes, and then come back to finish up my face. I don't know why I do it in that order. I just always have, I guess. But today, since this is just my face part, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the rest of my face. Now, for a daily face routine, I actually do not wear blush on a daily basis. Normally I just use some kind of bronzer to kind of contour my cheeks. So today I'm going to be using my Milani bronzer, and this is in Soleil number 5. So I'm going to take my Sigma F84 brush, and this is the angled top kabuki. Looks like this, and it's incredibly dense and amazing. So since it's so dense, you have to be really careful because it picks up a lot of products. So I just kind of dab it on there, and I go like this, and then I work the line from here all the way there with the bronzer. And then I also kind of move up into my temples and then down onto my jawline as well. And then I do all of my jawline just to define it more. And then that is pretty much it as far as daily face makeup goes. Sometimes if I want a little bit more of a tanned, bronzed look, I'll actually use this and use my fluffy brush and just kind of fluff it over everywhere, so it's not as like dense and everything right here as it is everywhere else. This is just kind of creating more of a bronzy look. And it's really good for bringing the same color down onto your neck. But yeah, so this is my pretty much everyday face. I'll put on some kind of like primer or shine control or something, what foundation I'm using, the concealer I'm using, and then set it with a light powder. And then do whatever kind of bronzer that I do. Like I said, I don't really use a blush on a daily basis, so that's something I generally skip just for everyday makeup. And of course highlighting as well. I don't really mess with that. So yes, this is my everyday face and the products that I use generally almost every day. I rotate bronzers definitely, but this is kind of like my summery bronzer just because it's a little bit more orangey brown and shimmery. But everyone knows I love my Mary Kay and now my Hoola bronzer, so I just kind of rotate through whatever is available. But yeah, so in my next video I'm going to have how I do my eyes on an everyday basis. So if you want to see how to do this, just stay tuned. It should be up in just a couple days from whenever this video goes up as well. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, just leave a comment down below and I will definitely do my best to answer it. Alright guys, bye!